General, are we taking illegals into our military? I'm worried more about our people. You know, I came from a team-oriented background, and we're going to have the weapons. We're borrowing $80,000 a second right now to pay for all those weapons, so I don't know what our kids are going to have to do in the future, but we need to protect us, our country, and our allies. But I'm very concerned about the people that are within our military. I've had a chance to go to bases all over, in country and out of country, all over the world, and I try to ask for a kind of a group session with officers and non-commissioned officers and talk to them. A lot of good things, a lot of things that are not so good. A lot of them concerned in the last few years about some of their fellow service members that didn't make the cut because they didn't take the vaccine. Secretary Wormuth, we lost 1,861 service members and 200 people that basically were mechanics in the military. Or did we have a backup plan for that, especially for the mechanics that we lost, that we very desperately need in times like this?
Senator, I think, again, one way we try to deal with shortfalls in any particular MOS is to increase our recruiting in that area. Obviously, none of us anticipated the pandemic. None of us anticipated many of the different effects, but the percentage of soldiers who were released from the Army because they didn't take the COVID vaccine was very, very small out of our formation.
Yeah, well, 2,000 people is a lot of people as we look at it today in recruiting. And I think it's important. We need to look at our shortfalls when it comes to that. Also talk to a lot of our service members that are out of the military as we speak. A lot of special ops, a lot of Rangers. A lot of them are very disgruntled about the things that they were being taught at the end of their service. DEI. If I had to use DEI when I was coaching, I'd have been fired a long time ago. I don't think you can run a military off of diversity, equity, and inclusion. I think you do it with the best, the meanest, the people that we need to train to fight to defend this country. What's your thoughts on that, General George?
Senator, I would
be honest about this now.
Yeah,
we're in trouble.
I will tell you, and you can ask any of the formation we go out and I'm talking to them. We're focused on building warfighting, increasing lethality in our units, and building cohesive teams. So as you know from being a coach, when you're bringing everybody together too, you also we got people coming from all over the country. So I've been talking about building cohesive teams since I was a brand new private, when I was instructed on that, coming right out, all the way of being a leader. So I think that those are the two things that we're focused on. It's obviously different in every form, in different formations that I've been in different levels, but that's what we need to be focused on.
Yeah, and you're finding out that it's hard to bring people from different backgrounds to put them together to make them mesh as a unit, as a team, and their lives are at stake. It's not a football player, playing to win or lose a game. It's their loss in the military is losing their life, and I just want to make sure we live in a dangerous world, as we all know. I think that I would love to be giving y'all this $100 billion that we're getting ready to send overseas to our military, to the people to try to get more people in the military. I think we need to look more at us than we do at other people. I can understand why we're doing this, but I think we're going to have shortfalls in the long run when it comes to that. General, are we taking illegals into our military in the Army?
I think what we're taking it, you have to be a legal permanent resident or a resident of our country to enlist in the Army, Senator.
Do you know, Mr. Secretary, are we taking illegals in the Army?
As the chief said, you have to be a lawful permanent resident or a resident of the United States to join the military.
Resident or a citizen?
Lawful permanent. I'm not the State Department, but lawful permanent resident, I think, is a immigration status that is not full citizenship, but it is certainly not an undocumented person.
Yeah. Well, I would just hope that we would take people that love this country. I know there's probably a lot of people come across the border that's going to end up loving our country. I can understand that, but, you know, having people that really understand, you know, what that flag means is pretty important in our military. So I would hope that we would really consider the options, you know, if it came down to that.